Morning, my lovelies. Barbara here with your one card reading for the week ahead. It's Monday, the 7th of November, 2022. Did you have a great weekend? I certainly last Monday, obviously Halloween, Samhain. Had a great time there. And this weekend's been a very gentle weekend. I had a friend down yesterday, so we were doing vision boards and spell jars and things like that. So great fun. Hopefully the weather changes after tomorrow's full moon. Fingers crossed, because it's pretty grim out there at the moment. So what's coming up this week? So the deck I've used, where's my box? Here we go. Now you can hardly see, it's called the Fountain Tarot. If I can get this is one time I actually want the light on it. Hang on. Can you see it? It says the Fountain Tarot. It's a nice little box actually. It's all shiny and everything. So the card for the week ahead. Now that's the back of it. Dun dun dun. And it's the Eight of Cups. Now this is quite an interesting Eight of Cups, because if you look at a traditional sort of Rider-Waite, the cups aren't in perfect balance and the person is walking away. Well, here they're actually in balance, and if you see the symbolism, the guy, yes, he's walking away from them, but he's right in the center. So this coming week is going to be a bit of a what do you call it, a light bulb moment for you, that you realize that certain things in your life aren't working. They may have worked in the past, but now you've outgrown them. They don't give you that joy that they used to give you. Now, of course, this could be relationships, but also cups are very much about spirituality as well. So if it doesn't float your boat anymore, then think about not necessarily getting rid of it, but changing that aspect of which you look at it and how you deal with things, because it will make a big difference. But this is also a case of even whether it's regarding your work or home or anything like that, certain things aren't working for you, and it's time to find that little bit of balance that you've been missing. You're actually nearly there. It's just that final bit that makes you not quite right. So this coming week, start thinking about the slight changes you can make. Bearing in mind, this actually works really well thinking about it. Bearing in mind, tomorrow is the full moon, so then it starts waning and it's time to release things. Though this is a perfect opportunity to try and change those little aspects of your life that are no longer of any use for you or just don't give you joy anymore. So let's look back at the card again. Now, I'm trying to see, yeah, so here's this. Where is it? Oh, love it. Now, I was teaching tarot at the weekend. There is this line going across. I'm going to get it a bit closer. There we go. See this line? That's separating the current to the distance. Now, of course, in this case, it's actually over the glasses again. I think, looking at it close up, this is like the sea, I would say. I can't quite tell whether it's just very dark sea or whether, you know, it's got waves or anything. It's very plain, but there's a little bit of sort of undulation in it, shall we say. He is about to step over that line. It doesn't mean you're going to step over the line. It means you're very nearly at that point where you can move forward. Everything is sort of sorting itself out so you can take that step. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be easy for you at all. And, you know, some things we'll think, well, I don't know, I've always done it that way. I've always wanted to do that all my life, but now it's not doing what it should be doing for me. But it's a case of, I've been there and I've done that. It's time to try something new and something that's going to give you that balance, something that you've been missing in your life. And perhaps long term, you know, long in the past, you wanted to give it a go. Now is the time to experience that. You might be absolute rubbish at it. Who knows? But unless you try it, you won't know. Just don't have regrets for things that you leave behind. In this deck, particularly, they're all perfectly piled up. They're clear, and I can't look at them. I mean, I did have a brief look at the book, which I very rarely do, mainly because I was trying to figure out what this was in the background. It didn't say. Are those filled cups? I don't know. Are they empty cups? I don't know. I can't tell. Only you can tell what it refers to you. But at the moment, they're sort of floating there. They're not actually sat on this, you know, like when the tide goes out and it leaves that sort of silvery water on the top. they're not even sat on that because there's no indentation. Either that or the artist was really, really bad at drawing, but I feel it's floating above it. So it's step into the darkness. I don't mean darkness, I mean into the unknown. So, what's coming next? It's an exciting time for you, but sometimes you have to get rid of a few things before you can bring new things in. It's the age-old thing about decluttering and things like that. Yeah, do a bit of decluttering. Doesn't work for you anymore? Get rid of it, give it to a charity shop or whatever, or give it to a member of the family who perhaps always wanted it. Up to you. But it's time to start bringing things in, but stepping away from the old that is no longer any use for you. So, fantastic week for doing that. Full moon tomorrow, so let's get going. Do your moon water outside. If you're into doing moon water, I should be doing it outside. And then just enjoy the excitement and the anticipation of this coming week. So have fun. See you next week. Bye for now.